Welcome to Dream Homes TV, your gateway to the future of interior elegance. Step into a world where style meets innovation as we unveil the new luxury living room trends for 2026 you need to know. Discover refined aesthetics, smart design solutions, and bold creative statements that redefine sophisticated living. From timeless materials to cutting-edge layouts, this showcase will inspire how you design and experience your home. Get ready to embrace tomorrow's luxury today. A new era of sophisticated living. Luxury living in 2026 is defined by a harmonious blend of technology, sustainability, and refined aesthetics. The living room is no longer just a space to relax, it's an experience. Designers are embracing fluid layouts that merge functionality with artistry, transforming ordinary rooms into elegant sanctuaries. Organic materials, neutral tones, and bespoke furnishings work together to create a serene environment. This year, the focus shifts from mere opulence to meaningful design that speaks to personal identity and timeless elegance. The rise of smart luxury. Technology is seamlessly woven into the fabric of modern living rooms. Intelligent lighting systems, voice-activated features, and climate-responsive designs elevate the homeowner's experience. Smart furniture with integrated charging docks, hidden screens, and adaptive configurations make everyday living both stylish and efficient. In 2026, luxury no longer shouts, it whispers through intuitive design. The emphasis is on invisible technology that enhances comfort while preserving the visual purity and sophistication of the space. Neutral tones with sculptural depth. Color palettes for 2026 celebrate tranquility and depth. Warm neutrals, sand beige, soft ivory, and earthy taupes create an elegant backdrop for statement pieces. Designers are layering these tones with textured materials, plaster, linen, stone, and brushed metal, to achieve visual interest without chaos. Sculptural furniture adds dimension, while subtle shadowing through lighting enhances form. This approach results in spaces that feel calm yet dynamic, inviting conversation and reflection without overwhelming the senses. Statement furniture as art. Luxury living rooms in 2026 elevate furniture to gallery-worthy status. Sofas, chairs, and tables are no longer just functional, they become artful expressions of personality. Curved silhouettes, handcrafted finishes, and unique materials like onyx and marble are taking center stage. Each piece is chosen not to fill space but to define it. Designers prioritize bespoke craftsmanship and timeless shapes, ensuring that the living room exudes elegance, individuality, and sophistication. The return of natural materials. Sustainability is no longer a niche, it's luxury's foundation. Living rooms feature ethically sourced wood, organic textiles, recycled stone, and eco-friendly paints. Designers are emphasizing tactile experiences. Smooth oak, rough linen, warm wool, and cool stone surfaces create a sensory journey. This organic approach brings a sense of grounded elegance, blurring the line between indoor comfort and the natural world outside. Luxury in 2026 is deeply connected to authenticity and environmental consciousness. Biophilic design integration. Biophilic design continues to thrive, but in 2026, it reaches new artistic heights. Living walls, sculptural planters, and panoramic windows that frame lush gardens become architectural statements. Greenery is curated like art, enhancing both wellness and visual appeal. Designers use natural light strategically, integrating skylights and glass partitions to flood spaces with brightness. The result is a luxury living room that feels alive, fresh, and harmoniously connected to nature. Bespoke lighting as a design feature. Lighting is a defining element of modern luxury. In 2026, ambient and accent lighting are layered with precision to shape mood and emphasize form. Sculptural chandeliers, recessed LED strips, and soft wall sconces create dynamic atmospheres. Smart lighting systems adapt brightness and tone throughout the day, making the space feel naturally balanced. Designers treat lighting not just as a utility but as a sophisticated artistic expression that frames the entire room. Minimalism with personality. Minimalism has evolved beyond cold simplicity. The 2026 trend emphasizes warm minimalism, where curated elements shine without excess. Clean lines, uncluttered layouts, and open space are balanced with rich textures, organic curves, and subtle artistic accents. Every object is intentional, contributing to the overall story of the room. This refined minimalism communicates elegance through restraint, creating luxurious living rooms that breathe and feel effortlessly inviting. Multifunctional design solutions. Luxury living rooms are becoming more adaptable to changing lifestyles. Modular furniture, hidden storage, and flexible zones allow spaces to transform from relaxation hubs to entertaining areas. Fold-away workstations and convertible seating ensure that the room remains elegant while serving multiple purposes. The 2026 luxury homeowner values beauty that works intelligently, spaces designed to adapt to every need without compromising on style or sophistication. art curation as a focal point. In 2026, art isn't just hung on walls, it's integrated into the very architecture. Oversized canvases, sculptural installations, and digital art screens turn living rooms into curated galleries. Collectors and homeowners alike see their living spaces as personal exhibitions, reflecting identity and taste. The fusion of modern art with classic architectural elements creates timeless environments where every angle tells a visual story. Elevated textures and layering. Texture plays a vital role in creating depth and character. Velvet upholstery, boucle fabrics, brushed brass, matte ceramics, and smooth marble surfaces combine to craft tactile harmony. Designers in 2026 master the art of layering textures without overwhelming the senses. Soft rugs contrast with sleek floors, while draped fabrics soften structured lines. This orchestration transforms living rooms into luxurious sensory experiences that invite touch and comfort. The luxury of open space. Space itself has become a luxury symbol. Designers are embracing open-plan layouts that allow for fluid movement, visual clarity, and a sense of freedom. Walls are minimized, replaced with glass partitions or natural dividers like sculptural bookshelves. This architectural approach enhances light flow and visual connection, creating living rooms that feel expansive, calm, and elegant. Open space is no longer empty, it's thoughtfully curated breathing room. Personalization through craft. Luxury is becoming more personal and less standardized. Homeowners are commissioning artisanal crafts, hand-woven rugs, custom ceramics, and bespoke woodwork to reflect their stories. These elements infuse authenticity and individuality into living rooms, setting them apart from mass-produced spaces. In 2026, personalized craftsmanship is celebrated as a key marker of true luxury, offering an emotional connection to design that goes beyond aesthetics. Timeless elegance over trends. While trends evolve, true luxury endures. Designers are moving away from overly trendy statements and focusing on timeless elegance. Classical proportions, refined color schemes, and versatile materials ensure that living rooms remain beautiful for years to come. The emphasis is on creating lasting impressions through quality craftsmanship and thoughtful design rather than fleeting fashion. This philosophy ensures spaces that age gracefully and elegantly. The return of the fireplace. The fireplace is making a grand comeback as a statement feature. No longer limited to traditional styles, 2026 fireplaces are sleek, sculptural, and eco-friendly. Designers integrate marble, bronze, and glass elements to create stunning focal points. Whether wood-burning, electric, or bioethanol, these fireplaces offer warmth, ambience, and architectural drama. Positioned at the heart of the living room, they anchor the space with both modernity and tradition. curated scent and soundscapes. Luxury now engages all senses. Scent diffusers with custom blends and ambient sound systems are carefully curated to enhance mood. Gentle fragrances, soft instrumental music, and acoustic treatments transform living rooms into immersive sanctuaries. This sensory layering reflects a holistic approach to design, one where emotional experience is as important as visual aesthetics. In 2026, luxury living rooms don't just look exquisite, they feel unforgettable. Indoor-outdoor living fusion. Seamless integration between interior and exterior spaces is a defining hallmark of 2026 design. Expansive sliding doors, covered terraces, and cohesive flooring blur the boundary between living rooms and nature. This fluid transition expands usable space and creates a sense of openness. Whether in urban penthouses or coastal villas, the indoor-outdoor living concept transforms traditional luxury into an immersive, lifestyle-driven experience. Cultural influences in design. Global influences enrich luxury living room trends. Designers are blending elements from diverse cultures: Japanese minimalism, Mediterranean warmth, African textures, and Scandinavian simplicity, to create layered, sophisticated spaces. This cultural fusion celebrates heritage and artistry while maintaining elegance. In 2026, luxury embraces a cosmopolitan identity, reflecting both personal taste and a global perspective. Sustainability as status. In 2026, true luxury means responsibility. Sustainable sourcing, energy-efficient systems, and low-impact materials are not just trends, they're status symbols. Eco-conscious design reflects a refined mindset where aesthetics and ethics coexist. Certifications, transparent sourcing, and local craftsmanship are celebrated, making luxury living rooms both beautiful and meaningful. Sustainability isn't an afterthought, it's the foundation of elevated design. A vision of future elegance. The luxury living room of 2026 represents the evolution of lifestyle, taste, and technology. It's a space where elegance meets intelligence, where nature and innovation coexist in perfect balance. The focus on personalization, timeless craftsmanship, and immersive sensory experiences redefines what it means to live luxuriously. These trends are not fleeting, they're the blueprint for a sophisticated, conscious, and beautifully designed future.